Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of What It Is. I am your host, Kelly McKinney of Hohenheim Productions.
And I'm your other host, Josh Gibson from Fourth Wall Players.
And this time we're coming to you with, we're finally going to complain about politically incorrect things in movies.
So strap in.
Because we have here, I've got a Deadline.com article pulled up. Henry Cavill to star in Lionsgate's Highlander Reboot from Chad
Stahelski, I think.
Stahelski. Which is just very interesting to me. Right, because the issue is that Henry Cavill is not
I was joking.
Scottish?
Yeah, he's not Scottish, but like I was saying, the original one wasn't either. He was French playing a Scotsman, and then you had a Scotsman playing an Egyptian. So it doesn't really matter in the world of Highlander, I guess.
Yeah, and according to this, in the world of the Highlander films, there can only be one, and Henry Cavill has his eyes on the title.
My problem is, so does the article say he will be like the protagonist?
I'd imagine that.
I mean, I would imagine because it's Henry Cavill, right? But
Yep.
I don't know. My issue is I think he's too knowable. Like, I don't think he will work. Part of what made the Highlander movies and the the Highlander movie and the TV series so great, in my opinion, was the fact that you weren't constantly being like, oh, it's that guy from, you weren't like, oh, it's Mel Gibson. It was somebody completely different at the time. And so you weren't focused on who the actor was. You could actually pay attention to what the movie was.
What concerns me about this, really, is that we know Henry Cavill just came off of The Witcher.
Which, I mean, to be fair, he did a fantastic job in.
Right, yes.
He had like 2 lines of dialogue, but...
Right. But this is the thing, is that... Is that what we're gonna do now? Is Henry Cavill just gonna be like our
he's like modern day Johnny Depp right now?
Or I was thinking like Viggo Mortensen.
Okay, Viggo Mortensen.
When he first hit with Lord of the Rings, it was
right.
Like fantasy,
Christian Bale's another one I'm thinking of that just did like 1,000 movies and.
Right, and so I want to know what, besides money. Okay, and
obviously money.
Besides money and working,
yeah.
What has Henry Cavill so excited about this? Does he know something about the script we don't? Because when it comes down to it, like,
he might like the story. You don't know.
I picture Sacha Baron Cohen in Ballad of Ricky Bobby going,
right.
Highlander was shit, and it's like it kind of was.
I'd watch the Highlander.
It's more nostalgia for us. You know what I mean?
It's the greatest movie ever made.
The way that it felt, it's the greatest movie ever made. Yeah, won an award. Yeah, for greatest movie ever made.
Won an award, yeah.
Yeah. Because you want to reboot things that actually deserve a reboot, and I don't know.
I think Highlander deserves a reboot.
It's just such a weird mix for me.
Yeah.
Of sci-fi and Western, sci-fi and fantasy, basically. That
yeah.
It's just like
it's kind of like high fantasy.
I feel like it should only be on like sci-fi.
I suppose. Other than the first Highlander movie, they never really got it right again.
Yeah, right.
In fact, they completely ignored the second movie. They was like, that didn't happen.
That didn't even happen. We're going to retcon that right
now. That being said, the TV series was good enough. Not the spinoff, because that was awful. But, I don't know. I always liked Highlander. I think it's a really simple concept. You just go around, duel people, and cut their head off. The way every one of us wants to do. And, I think that's awesome. And you just absorb their power, right? So, I'm just having trouble wrapping my head around Henry Cavill playing one. He's kind of tough looking and a little bit grizzled, I guess, but he's still too pretty boy for me. They did do a good job of him as The Witcher, so maybe makeup will make a difference, but...
right here it says that the plot of this latest take is unknown. So we don't know what the plot is, and that's a problem.
Well, I assume he's going around cutting other people's heads off and absorbing their power.
Well, and taking a look at, Carrie Williamson.
Is she the director?
She's the writer.
The writer.
Right, so, her screenplays have kind of been all over the place. I don't remember Alex Cross. I remember Alex Cross.
Oh.
I don't remember the movie.
I remember it was a bad Tyler Perry movie.
Okay.
Right. Well, not like a Tyler Perry movie, but Tyler Perry was Alex Cross, right?
Just looking at the writer's IMDb page, there's nothing on here that screams like, this could be really great. I want to know, sell me on more than Henry Cavill. For
Right.
Highlander.
I want to see
That's
the
all.
entire guy. Like, to me, what made Highlander really cool, minus the cutting other people's heads off thing, and like the grade A 80s CGI where it's just they colored pictures of the. You know what? Hey, it doesn't look any cheaper today than it did in the 80s. But anyway, no, like I liked Sean Connery in it. I thought he was a really cool character. I loved Clancy Brown. That's one of my favorite Clancy Brown characters.
Okay.
I got a lot of fun. I like Pet Sematary 2.
Yeah. That's a good one too.
Starship Troopers.
God, that's perfect.
Yeah, he's such a small character in that, but he's so great. I just love it. Oh, and Shawshank Redemption. That's
right.
Head guard.
Gosh, wow.
Yeah, Clancy Brown's a boss, man, and no one pays attention to him. And he does just as much voice acting. I'm just saying, like, I admire the guy. So
Yeah.
him and Ron Perlman are like my two tough old guys that I love.
Right. And for me, when it comes specifically to Highlander, what I remember the most about the movie was just how weird the main character was. Mm-hmm. And why do I want to say
He was weird because he was a Frenchman trying to play a Scottishman, and like and the thing was, the only other major role he'd had by that time was Tarzan.
Okay, yeah, but so my biggest concern with this is that Henry Cavill is like, does he really know what he's getting himself into? He could become a joke.
He could.
For being the Highlander.
And the point that I'm getting to with him as Highlander is I think it'll be distracting in the way that Johnny Depp was distracting as Grindelwald. Like, you have this totally fine movie, everybody plays their characters, you're not over here like, oh, this is the guy from that, and blah, 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 blah. Like, maybe originally, like, oh, Colin Farrell, but he does his character so well that you kind of forget about it. And then Johnny Depp pops up, and you're like, what? Why is Johnny Depp here? And that's like literally the thought that I had, and it just kind of took me out of the movie completely. Right? And I'm like, is Jack Sparrow making a cameo in Harry Potter? Is this a crossover that we've all been waiting for? So here's the question we have for you guys today. What do you think is going to happen first? Black Widow release or The Witcher Season 2 release?
There we go. Right. Yeah. There we go. That's the question. Leave that in the comments below.
Also, let us know how you feel about Highlander.
Yeah. What did you think about the original Highlander movies? Is it worth rebooting? And how do you think Henry Cavill will fit as our new? There can only be one.
There can only be one.
There can only be one. It's my attempt at him. But let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And also, if you've got time, check out the Fourth Wall Players YouTube page. That is Josh, who you'll recognize from What It Is, as well as a number of other segments, including Otis and Andy. You can check out everything that his page has to offer in the link below.